It's 5:20 p.m. I slipped. So I failed the test of, getting angry. But earlier, it was about 3 hours ago. I think it was right after I ate my lunch. I gathered all the garbage, all the trash, and then I sat and put my I set the bag full of trash. I set it down, and I was just watching YouTube videos and making my own and stuff. And so at the very last minute, at the very last second, I didn't even take my phone with me, and I walked. I grabbed my trash and I walked outside, and even though the person had on his proper headlights, he backs. He was already backed in, and it seemed like as if he'd been sitting there for a while. But at the last minute, I make a random decision to just pick up the trash and go take it out to the dumpster. I go outside. He's already there. He had a green Chevy truck, probably a Chevy Silverado truck, and he had on his proper headlights. But as I saw him backed in, he was already there, sitting and waiting. And as I go to go throw my trash in the dumpster, right after he pulls off, but something in me, even though he had on his proper headlights and was just waiting, I try to give myself the benefit of the doubt. But then I'm like, yeah, I bet you this is a perp. And I'm like, yeah, they think they can try to frighten and intimidate me and think they have such high authority over me and stuff like that. And think they have high power, authority and rulership over me, trying to frighten and intimidate me. So me being mad every day because I can't have a freaking car or drive or get a job. Then, I was mad and I didn't have my phone to film him. So I tried to avoid it, but I got mad and stuck my middle finger up at him. So, I pretty much failed the test. I tried to suppress it. I got mad and stuck up my middle finger because, I was mad that I couldn't catch him. But he looked like he was an illegal Mexican. And also, they had 3 illegal Mexicans that was on the other side. By the fact that I know what time it is, it's in the afternoon, so they must be checking in. And there was 3 of them, looked like they were unpacking and putting their stuff up or whatever. And so, but some people say do not fear these perps, But it's like I hate when, as I said, I hate when other professed targets act like they got the same opinion about me as the perps. And like that, that I shouldn't drive or I shouldn't have a car or that I don't have the mentality or the sense to do this, or they treat me like I don't have sense, just like the perps doing. Y'all supposed to be targeted like me. Or they'll turn against me in the same way that, perps and narcs do. So, and some people be like, well, that's how you know when you're chosen, when everybody turn against you and betray you, or when nobody like you. That's how you know when you're chosen. And it's like, I'm not chosen. I'm not chosen. So, me trying to fight off, what I'm had to deal with. Y'all know the reason why I had to turn off the light. Trying to save storage space on my phone. But I need to try to do better. I sinned, I failed. But as I said, by that reasoning, you think these gang stalkers pray or read the Bible? Some of them do. So, but it's doggone amazing that these people live every day They don't even think about God, acknowledge God, or care about God. And they pretty much have everything made. But all I'm trying to do is survive day to day. I'm going to say it again. I still need help with, any donations to sustain myself to be able to survive until or unless I can secure a job. I'm trying to avoid being back on the streets again. And I don't have a car to live in for safety, protection, or security or anything. I don't have a car or a van or, a vehicle to live in. So I would be completely and totally out in the elements of, say if by next week or sometime by February, if I haven't been able to secure or find a job, and I'm back on the streets in weather that's 20, 25, and 30 degrees, and I'm forced to sleep outside and then being stalked, followed, harassed, and having stuff stolen, or being sexually assaulted, or having something happen to me, or being bullied by the police, or anything like that, and people just do not care, have cold hearts. But I think that's part of the script for the gang stalking employers to tell me that somebody has that you don't have enough qualifications, or somebody has more skills than you. It's like a perp robbed and stole your job that was supposed to be for you. Just like when I went to try to get, and I could have had it made too, $475, a small little cottage, $475 a month. I could have got that small cottage, and I would not have been begging right now, most likely. But the perps turned that man away from me and made him not want anything to do with me. And it's like, why is there competition? If you're driving around in nice shit, you don't need a I'm sorry, I shouldn't have cursed. If you're driving around in nice things, you don't need that $475 a month cottage. I do. I have much of nothing. And I almost was going to get it. I mean, that man was going to give it to me. But the perps bullied him off and told him not to help me. So when I'm wondering, like, how does everybody else get to have a place to live, a car, a job? I mean, a place to live in a car, or all these nice things and stuff. I'm not trying to have nice things. I'm just trying to get a place to live in a car and stuff. And people are like, oh, it's called work, or it's called having a job. And I'm like, but you don't understand that they're suppressing me from getting a job, blocking me from working. And the invisible people guy, he said, he brings that to awareness that they have homeless people who get a check, Social Security, SSI, whatever, and with the system and stuff, y'all know for years, sometimes, Section 8 it can be backed up for years, but you get on a list and you still haven't been called for 9, 10 years, and it's a housing shortage. And so people wonder, what's up with all these empty houses and stuff? What's with the empty houses and that nobody's living in, or abandoned houses that nobody wants to fix up? And I seen a couple of houses, one house and one trailer that I saw in the free section of Craigslist, and I said, well, I think it was somebody that was giving away a trailer, but he was giving away a trailer for free. But he said it had a big hole in it. But they said, you got to come and get it, and you got to do the disconnecting of, all the, I guess, like, I don't know any of that. So it's like, they say, oh, free house or whatever, but you got to come and get it moved from off my property and go put it somewhere else, or whatever. And it's like, well, I don't have any connections or know anybody who can help me, but that free house might be no good anyway, or useless anyway. So but wow, but if it's like a vehicle, if they say free vehicle, but then it does not run, but they might encourage a person to be like, well, this vehicle can be sold for parts. But so I don't have any of that. But it's like very discouraging when people think, they just automatically assume before they even hear your story, they just judge and assume that you're lazy and don't want to work, or you don't want to go out and get a job, or you haven't been looking, or you haven't been looking hard enough, and or you haven't been trying. And that's people with narcissistic personalities. And when you try to defend yourself to you black and blue in the face, they still have their minds made up about you. So it's really becoming scary and frightening, and excuse me. So I'm, kind of pretty much low on money. Don't have enough to stay here another week. But what if I gotta move out of here. I gotta move out of here. Before February anyway, out of this room, and they're gonna remodel the whole. They've been taking steps to remodel certain rooms, and so they're gonna remodel this one, and I think they were trying to tell me this was the last one left that was lower price, and everything else is remodeled, and this one got to be fixed, and so they're gonna start charging $560, which I do not have, and so I don't know if they're gonna quit the weekly rate as well. So I have to go find somewhere else to stay, but don't have the money. So I'm scared that I'm end up back on the streets. And when I tell this story, people think that I'm conformed to the world, or chasing after worldly things, or that I'm just greedy for money, or I'm covetous, or I just want what everybody has, and I'm jealous of what everybody has. I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just basically trying to survive day to day. I'm not asking for, too much. I'm just, need help with a way for an opportunity to get my hands on a dependable working vehicle and / or a permanent place to live. And I can maybe work from home or work at home, or use the vehicle to work, like doing Amazon Flex, Uber Eats, DoorDash, or if I can maybe do a cleaning job where I can be more mobile. And so they have some people who all out sometimes make offers that, and false promises that they're going to give me a car or donate me a car. And they say it off their own mind. I don't even ask. I don't go around asking people, well, hey, you have a way to give me a car? No, I don't do that. But some people might be like, well, why don't you drive for Uber? I don't have a car. So I do not have a car. And so the Pensacola market does not allow, they don't have that incentive where a person can rent a car and drive for Uber. But some people say, well, that's not good, because they say that eats up all your money and you don't really have any money for yourself. And they say it's better to have your own car already and then use that to drive. But then if you rent any car and drive it for Uber and you sleep in your car, then you get disqualified. I've heard that, you would get disqualified. So there has been a hurdle for me to try to use hire car, but I heard that's bad too, for the reason why I just mentioned, but I at least tried to apply. And I think it's part of the gang stalking that I try to upload my driver's license and my important documentation, and they're blocking me from doing it. And that's, frustrating and discouraging. And then when I call Hire Car Hotline, they don't want to help me. They don't want to do anything. All they'll say is like, just delete the app and then and then reinstall it. And I do that, and it's still, they still don't want to do anything. So, I'm just trying to stay safe, warm, and protected, and I want to be more independent and less of a burden on people. But I got no choice but to try to beg and ask for help. But, I know people just want me to die. They don't want me to try to fight to survive and fight to live. They want me to just give up and go kill myself. That's what they're hoping. And they're mad that I keep, striving every day to find ways to fight to survive and live. They're hoping that I would just throw my hands up and give up. But then, I've been praying to God, try to read the Bible more. And as I said, they have all these assumptions that, you haven't been reading the Bible enough, or you haven't been praying enough, or you don't fast, or you not relying on God enough. And or there's some sin in your life that you're committing that's blocking your blessings or something like that, or you burned your bridges from the people who try to help you and stuff. But as I said, people use the car or the driving thing to play the most mind games towards me and get my hopes up and give me false hopes and stuff. And I've had perps, act like they want to, like me not knowing that they're a perp in the first place, and then they want to act like they want to string me along to lead me on to think that they want to help me get a car, and then turn around and just go AWOL on me. Like that lady, that Terry Sullivan lady, and her daughter, I forgot what her daughter's name is, but she has a daughter, and when I met her just before Hurricane Sally, she went through the motions of helping me get a hotel room to stay in. And she helped me get a hotel room to stay in. She even took me to my storage unit. And she made false promises she offered to co-sign me, for me to have an apartment in Navarre Florida to live in. And then next thing you know, she went AWOL on me. And I thought she got mad at me because of a situation where they had I thought she was mad at me because she tried to get me some motel somewhere, and they charged her double. They overcharged her and charged her double of the overcharge. And then supposedly she couldn't get her money back, so I thought she was mad about that. But I had not heard from her since then. And so then the Friday before last, I came across her again, and she said that her daughter saw me. And so then she approached me, across the street and stuff. And I don't know if she got offended at me hugging her, because I haven't seen him in a long time, but I think I remember she was wearing all black, like maybe a black dress or something like that. And she walked up to me and big smile and said, "Candy, you remember me?" And I thought her face looked familiar, but I couldn't match it. And then she realized that. She's like, "Well, I'm Terry." And I'm like, "Oh, hey, I remember you," whatever. And so then she told me that she switched her phone number and got a new phone, and that's why she hasn't heard from that. Why I haven't heard from her. And she said that she had ended up. She said that that she hasn't heard from me. I haven't heard from her because she said she got a new phone and switched all her contacts, and she said, "Oh, I must have forgot, or your number must have not been transferred or whatever." But then she recently, saw me like the Friday before last, and so then she said, "Oh, you're looking good, and you're looking better, and you know how people say you're looking good, you're looking better. I can tell you're doing better and stuff." And so then, she told me before she said she went to order her food, and she was like, "Well, let me know." She said she had her daughter give me her new number, And so then she said, well, I'm a, she said, well, come outside with me after we're done after we're done. And she said, come outside with me after we're done, and then I can give you to a phone number to another job opportunity or whatever. And so then I called her Saturday and Sunday. I was tempted to call her today, and I tried to text her as well. I got ignored, no response. But then again, I don't want to quote unquote pester or bother them, you know. But I mean, she just not responding to me at all. But I don't know if she got mad or offended at me trying to hug her or something. But I wasn't even thinking, you know how people are nowadays. I completely forgot. But I think I remember when I did hug her, I think she gave me like an uncomfortable look or something like that. But I don't know. But I'm just, I'm sitting here wondering if she, I mean, and I told her like just before Hurricane Sally, I mean, I told her about, and showed her some of the tactics of gang stalking and everything. And she swore up and down that her and her daughter would never do that, or that they would never turn, they would never flip, that they would never participate in such thing. But this is the second time she stood me up. Second time she stood me up. But here they come to me making these, suggestions or offers or false promises and stuff. And people, they want to say, well, you shouldn't put your trust in man or whatever. You don't think I prayed to God? I mean, you think that I didn't pray to God, to keep me with the roof over my head, or help me to get another job, secure another job before the week is out? Or you don't think I've been praying like that, or praying for an opportunity to get a car so that it can open up more job opportunities? Because I figure, all right, so it's kind of bad because it's winter, but and during the times we're in, the new normal. So it's harder to get around and, have easier access to everything. So if I get a car, that can put me with more opportunities to make money every day. So with Uber and stuff, you can, but I would only do it once a day, or probably even every other days. But some people say you can take out your money up to 5 times a day for Uber and stuff. But even if it's something other than Uber, if I can have my own trash cleaning business or something like, trash pickup business or something like that. Or if I can be one of those people who can pick up and charge scooters. Somebody suggested that too. But it's like, I'm just trying to fight for ways for independence. And another target today was saying that, don't let the perps take your money away. That, keep on fighting, keep on trying to get a job, keep on trying to work. And, don't let them run you off, or don't let them or don't let them but what you're supposed to do when they wrongfully fire you, and then you're back to square one and have nothing, and everything seems so promising, but all I'm trying to do is a struggle to survive every day, and with invisible people and stuff like that. Like, just because you have a job does not mean you're secure enough to be able to have enough money to secure housing, and the system is making it harder and harder. That they got a lot of people who are homeless and employed, but once your job finds out you're homeless, then you get fired. And I'm trying to bring my own awareness to how this crooked system operates. So I don't want to bombard y'all with too much. So this may be my last video for the day. If not, then maybe tonight I may or may not do one more video. But this will probably be my last video of the day. I don't want to bombard y'all with too much. I already gave y'all, got a few little videos up. So, I'm gonna try to make it my goal to shut down by 11 o'clock tonight and try to make myself be in bed and asleep, hopefully by 11 o'clock tonight and not past midnight. That's my goal. So I figure I verbalized it, and I figure, I guess I can be better committed rather than just say it in my head and end up making false promises to myself. So let me go and stop ranting off, and please spread the word, share my PayPal and Cash App. I need all the help I can get. I'm not an idle beggar. I have ebooks and short stories, and my blog and stuff. So that's work. That should be considered work right there. I'm at least trying. I guess that's my side hustle right there. But the perps don't want to. They want to make sure I'm not acknowledged as having that, because they want me to shut everything down. They want me to shut everything down and just shut my life down and just go away. And they're angry that I'm still alive and still here, still trying to battle every day to survive, because they think I'm not supposed to be on this earth. So I love y'all, and please help me. Even if it's $1, if you have it to spare, to Cash App or PayPal, anything helps. And please share it with others, or tell them my situation, tell them my story, so that people can help me. Please. I love y'all. Bye.